Welcome to another episode of The Couch Coach. You're about to watch a real, one-on-one coaching call with me and an Ivy industry member, which is part of our efforts to help flippers unlock their flipping potential. Ivy Industry blends a weekly mastermind with personalized sessions like this so that flippers can get the tailored guidance they need to reach the next level. If you're curious or interested, just click on the Ivy Industry link below and start your application today. I'll see you on the other side. So yeah, what can I help you with today?
So kind of bouncing off last week about wanting to take the business to the next level and feeling like I'm ready. Just wanted like your opinion on it because I know you've helped other flippers go to that next level. And do you think I'm there in terms of like business wise? And that's kind of all what I wanted to get at.
Got it. So refresh me on a couple of things. How long have you been flipping?
Full time since like the middle of 2022, because that's when I graduated high school and just went full time.
Okay, so about 3 years.
Yeah, about 3 years.
And how much revenue do you make in a month?
Anywhere between 12 to 14 thousand.
And how much in profit?
It ranges on the lower end, like 7 to 9,000 on average.
Okay, and how many flips is that rough for you each month, roughly?
Between 5 to 7 a week. So was that 20 to 26 or so? 28.
Got it. And so this is just you, right?
Yeah, this is just me.
It's do you have a pickup?
Yeah. I have a pickup truck. I'm running it out of my parents' garage, and then I have a 300 square foot storage unit. It's a 10 by 30. So between here, I think I have 480 square feet, and then 300 square feet over there. So the way I do it is I stage everything here because I have like a little staging area, and then I store it at my storage unit and just stack everything over there, and then I would go and pick it up and deliver from there.
I see. Well, look, I mean, you're doing pretty well. You're doing pretty well, like for just buying and selling on Facebook Marketplace. So this is something to consider that, like, given your setup, your expenses are really low, right?
Yeah.
Like you have one storage unit, you work at your parents' garage, and like let's say you're making 14 revenue, 9,000 profit. Your margins are pretty good. Like your operating expenses are pretty low. And
yeah, for sure.
Most of your expenses are probably just what you're paying for the couches.
Yeah, pretty much. Storage unit's only like $230 a month. Like business expenses is nearly 1,000 a month because gas I probably spend around like 180 a week. I charge for delivery, so I mean that covers pretty much most of it. 230 a month at my storage, and then I'm in 300 for Ivy. Yeah, and I mean the couches, but
yeah,
I'm not spending any more than 400 at a given time.
Have you already taken steps to like develop a brand for yourself in your market?
Yeah, I have a drop group. I'm not as active on it, and part of that is just me being like getting comfortable with marketplace and just like, oh, I don't really need it because I'm making sales on marketplace. But that's not a good mindset to be in, because then it comes where marketplace goes down, and then I'm kind of like, oh, dang, what do I do? I'm not getting any views. But on Instagram, I've actually been like just getting people who are local follow me and like reach out to me. But as far as building a brand, yes, but I need to definitely double down on that.
So, I mean, I think you put it correctly. I mean, like the way you described it, exactly right. Like you're very comfortable in marketplace. You got a nice little hustle for yourself right now, right? Like you're making, like, let's say almost 6 figures a year. You're your own boss. You buy everything on marketplace, sell everything on marketplace. It sounds like you still live at home, so your expenses are low.
Yeah.
And that can be a trap. That definitely can be a trap, right? Like you get addicted to the comfort Because I'll be honest with you, if like you want to grow your business from here, there's a lot of stuff that you need to do, right?
Hmm.
It's not like, and you may end up making less money in the short term while you try to make this transition into a bigger and better business.
Yeah.
But if you don't do it, then exactly what you described is going to happen, where it's like, you found this like nice little comfortable niche in the market, but what if that goes away? And inevitably it will go away, right? We know that things just don't stay the same in the business and economy of Facebook Marketplace. Like, and everybody knows this, right? Everybody, when
Yeah.
they start flipping, they know like, oh, I shouldn't be so reliant on Facebook for sourcing and selling, but they don't do anything about it until it's like too late, and they end up
Yeah.
like shadow banned, or their account gets taken down, their listings aren't getting viewed, and then when they're not making any money, now it's like very difficult for them to make that transition over. So it's exactly when things are going well that you need to push harder. So everyone's used to like working harder and pushing more when things are bad, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But but when you work hard when things are bad, that just gets you to like break even.
Hmm.
It's when things are good and you have the breathing room that if you push in those moments, you get ahead of the curve,
Yeah.
right? These are the pockets in which like you can actually do something of significance with your business. So people have it like a little bit twisted. You you always want to be working hard, but particularly when things are going well, that's when you know you're like you're on the monkey bars and you have the momentum to swing from one branch or whatever the handle to the next handle, right?
Yeah.
And so what does that look like? So we talked about this in the mastermind. Like in the evolution of every couch flipper's business, first you should max out what you're doing on Facebook Marketplace. So sourcing and selling, like you're basically there. There's probably not that much more you could be doing
I mean,
with.
I could probably pick up more, maybe post more. My problem with posting more is that it's just me. So like, it's the cleaning the couches and staging them and taking pictures.
Mhm.
Like, there's only so much like time I have, to do everything
Yeah.
in terms of like, let's say Monday through Thursday, I'm cleaning. Um, I'm getting everything ready for the weekend, and then I'm delivering and driving.
Mhm.
So I mean, I guess I could do
Uh,
that.
I mean, look, you're already doing like 25 flips a month,
Hmm.
and you could just hustle harder. What does that realistically mean? Maybe you get to like 30, 35 flips a month, but like you don't need to necessarily push yourself to just because what's going to happen is you just hit the limit of your business model. And when you're sourcing and selling on Facebook, there's only so much time in the day. There are only so many deals in your market. There are only, so many hours in the day for you to be picking up and cleaning and posting. So
Yeah.
even if all you do is try harder, but your business model stays the same, what you'll end up doing is burning yourself out, and maybe you make like, you know, a couple thousand extra bucks, which is significant, but
Yeah.
like I think you're better off thinking about what needs to change in the business structurally. And then because you live at home and because your expenses are low, like every month you should be saving a decent amount of money, and capital is really what you need to take that next step. So if you're in a
Yeah.
position where you're like you need the money out to, yeah, go and work harder, right? Like go make 5 more flips this month, of course that's going to help. But if you are in a position when you're saving already and you have like capital that you can invest, then you don't necessarily need to push yourself like that. And
Yeah.
because this is the number one mistake people make with their flipping business, is they get so stuck on the operations. They're so busy working in their business, they never carve out time to work on their business. So it's like, you scheduled 3 pickups and you're running around town and you clean, 3 couches, and you work 12 hours, and at the end of the day you're just exhausted
Yeah.
and you don't want to think about couches, right? Like
Hmm.
if you're in this position, you're never going to have the time to work on the things that actually get you ahead. And that's like figuring out like different sources of couches to buy, like wholesale, liquidations, returns, right? Figure out new sources of couches to buy, moving into a bigger space like a warehouse or a showroom, and getting that
Yeah.
ready for people to be walking in, and like a kind of like a showroom, right? Um, So yeah, if you're saving money, and how much do you have in the bank roughly, like for the business?
Uh, Hypothetically, um, a good amount, say half of six figures, hypothetically.
Wow. Okay. So
But
yeah, yeah,
and that's just like ready for the business. Like that's separate from me.
right.
Um, but it's just like I'm kind of stuck. Like I don't know what to do. Like I know I need to get a bigger space, and I know I need to figure out a more efficient way to source consistent inventory. Uh, I have tried going and partnering up with furniture stores, and doing free furniture removal, and it's worked, but not as efficient as some other guys, or the way I would want it to. I know maybe if I can, because I didn't go to every furniture store. I went to like half of them, which was like 14,
Hmm.
15 stores. I know there's more out there, and I know I can probably run Google Ads to my website because I have a pickup form on my website. So if I can figure out others, like as you mentioned, other ways um to source inventory, I think I'd be comfortable getting a like 3,000 square foot space, knowing that I'll be able to fill it up every week.
Hmm. So here's what I think. I mean, you have a good amount saved up. And this is what I mean. You don't need to like work
Yeah,
10, 20% harder. That's not where you take that like 10, 20% time and energy and figure out how to make that next move, right? Just,
yeah,
you know, buying more used couches on Facebook, cleaning more used couches and making a little bit extra money each month is not going to be the thing that makes a difference for you. So today, the business model, sourcing on Facebook, selling on Facebook. So tomorrow, like in the future, what do you have to do? You have to figure out how to get products other than Facebook Marketplace, and you need to be able to sell those products off of Facebook Marketplace as well, right? So
yeah,
first thing that you should do is actually use the listing platform. So, like you have a website,
yeah.
right? Um, are you good about keeping all of your products up to date and listed on the website?
No, I mean, I have a products page, but my website I mainly made it specifically for like a pickup form.
Yeah,
But the only reason I don't keep it updated is because half of my stuff sells within a day or two.
yeah, yeah.
So like to keep it up on there, and then like say someone places an order, I have to cancel it. I just, and then I have limited inventory, so I'll have anywhere between 5 to 7 posted, and they'll all sell within a week. So it's just, I think I need more inventory to have like consistently posted.
Mhm. Um, so yeah, I mean that's a very common scenario, right? Like the hard part about e-commerce for people is that these products are one of one, and so it's like you create the product and then you know like it sells out, and it's like I spent all this time and energy for what, right? So this is why
Right.
you should use a listing platform. So with the listing platform, you publish it to Facebook, and then you can use our platform to create the listing too. Like we have a AI creation feature.
Yeah.
It works in the app. It works on the website. So you upload a couple photos and you tell us a little bit about the couch. You hit create with AI and it creates a listing for you using our best practices. And then you can publish that to Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist, your website, and the IV store. So now you publish to 5 locations. And in addition, you can keep those listings synchronized and up to date. So you hit sync,
Okay.
and then let's say you change the price on Facebook, it's going to drop the price everywhere else. Let's say you sell it on Facebook, it's going to go and unpublish it from all the other listings. So just by using the listing tool, you'll be able to keep your inventory on your website up to date. And so now you
Hmm.
can market your website more effectively. And now it's getting visibility on these other platforms. Frankly, depending on your market, Craigslist and OfferUp are not going to make a huge difference for you,
Yeah.
but maybe it's 10, 20% extra sales a month, and it's no extra work. It's actually less work because the listing platform automates it for you, and it's a lot faster. Like there's some behavioral change that needs to happen. Like so you're going to need to like go figure out how to use it and play around with the templates a little bit. But once you get like this is one of the things that if people start using it, they almost never go back.
Hmm.
So like like a lot of people, it's like maybe like 20, 25% of our customers actually use the listing platform. But the ones that do, they come in and they post like 30 every other day.
Yeah.
So that's the first advice I would have is use the listing platform, diversify your listings off of Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
In general, as you're making this transition from sourcing and selling on Facebook to being independent of Facebook, the thing that you want to focus on first is your sales and your marketing. Because it's going to be a lot easier for you to pay for an expensive lease, move into showrooms, like warehouse, and buy a truckload of inventory if you're confident that, like, if you have the product, that it will move. And so the way to get there is by building up the demand. And if you get to the point where, as soon as you have something in stock, you're selling it, it's basically out of stock,
Yeah.
and you can demand a higher price point for your items, this should give you the confidence that if you were to make an investment into scaling up the business, that, that investment's going to pay off. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier to, like, if you have the demand, if you have the distribution already, it's going to be easier for you to make these investments, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So what else does that mean? Like, okay, so the other thing I would do is, maybe it's not the drop group, maybe it's your Instagram page, right? Every
Yeah.
single listing that you have should direct people to your Instagram page, right? It's just say, hey, like, we get these deals all the time. This is what I do. I'm a local business. We're trying to make affordable, quality furniture available for people in Detroit. And
Yeah.
if you want to be the first to know about these deals as they get posted, follow me on Instagram. And then slowly, every single customer interaction you have, whether it's like people interested in a listing, people that buy from you, or people that you're even just talking to on Facebook, just start funneling them to your Instagram page and start trying to build that audience up. And then
Yeah.
once, and then like, as you're having good positive interactions with customers, try to get them to, like, take a photo of themselves on the couch that you just delivered, right? And then, like,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, you can also, it's not just like the inventory you have, you're posting like customer interactions, and you're putting that on
Yeah.
your Instagram page. If you don't have a Google My Business, like a business profile page on Google, you should go ahead and claim that. That's going to be really good for SEO. You have a website, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so, like, then when customers have a good experience with you, you can say, hey, like, can you go leave me a review? Please include the photo of the couch that you took. So these are simple things that you can start doing today. Take that 10-20% extra time you have, like, bandwidth that you have, mental bandwidth, physical bandwidth that you have,
Yeah.
and instead of using that to pick up an extra couch, take that time, take like an hour or 2 hours every day, and start developing your brand. And once again, like, as you build out the brand, as you establish yourself to your audience, it's going to make it easier for you to get into that warehouse, easier for you to buy that truckload. The next thing that you should be looking for are warehouses,
Yeah.
right?
I've been looking. It's
Like, you
just
want a good
it's hard.
location.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and don't rush it. Like I said, I don't think you need to like, right now you're in a comfortable position. Like,
Yeah.
understand that that's only going to take you so far, but it's so don't get too comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
But take advantage of that, right? Like, you're not
Yeah.
hurting for cash. You have a good lifestyle right now, and so you don't need to rush into a warehouse. You don't need to rush into a purchase like that, right? So take the time that you have now and start really investing in your brand and your marketing, and
Yeah.
then keep looking for warehouses too. And then when the time is right, you'll find the right space, and you'll just know. Like, I've
Yeah.
had this
Yeah.
conversation with a lot of flippers. Like, they've been looking around, and you know, like, they can't find what they want, and then suddenly, like, something just comes across their desk, and it's like, okay, this is the space I want. It's the
Yeah.
right dollar per square footage. It has these amenities. It's in this location, and they just fall in love with it, right? So, like, you're not going to find it if you're not looking. So start looking,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you don't have to rush into that decision. And then the other thing is, you need to figure out sourcing. Honestly, I don't think sourcing via, like, free pickups is the best, but you certainly could do it. The reason with the difficulty with the sourcing with the free pickups is it's a little bit more organized than trying to source just, like, by looking on Facebook Marketplace, because you can, like, you can schedule all of your pickups at the same time. Basically, it's a little bit easier
Yeah.
to do that. But you still run into the problem where you're getting couches one by one, and then a lot of those couches that you're picking up for free, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time cleaning. And so if you try to scale with the free pickups, you're gonna need to hire people to help you like do the pickups and do the cleaning. And it's just not that scalable. So really what you should be looking more into is wholesale.
Yeah, I have a B stock account, and I know that we've had a conversation before about the returns, and it was
Mhm.
just like I had mentioned, like I just don't feel like my brand is really there because a lot of my stuff just doesn't doesn't sell for more than like 700-800.
Mhm.
But I know with like the right, marketing and brand awareness, I can tap into those higher end. Um, because my market's pretty big.
Yeah.
Uh, it's very vast. There's different buyers at different price points. It's just a matter of marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you have to be more intentional too with like the products that you're bringing in and how you're communicating. So we talked about this in the mastermind where, if you're getting couches for free, you're not really choosing what you're getting. I mean, basically the bar is like it's free, right? And I think I can
Right, right.
make some money on it. So now if you're trying to build a brand, who are your customers? What do they care about? What are they looking for in a couch? What kind of styles are relevant to them? So you have to be more intentional with the inventory that you're selecting and bringing in. And especially if you're going to buy a truckload of products, right? Like you have to be sure that the style that you're bringing in, people are going to want. And so this is the part of the thesis that you have to start cooking up is like, who are my customers? Where do they hang out? What do they like about shopping with me? What kind of inventory do they like? And so even as you're doing pickups today, even if it's on Facebook Marketplace, you can start selecting for a couch that you think is going to appeal to a particular audience instead of just bringing in whatever you think you can make money on. And this is all your product selection is a core part of your brand as well.
Yeah, I've actually been moving more towards that. Because I've been selective on my pickups. I won't pick up anything that I can't make minimum 300, but on average it's like 350 to 400. And these couches there's always a specific type of what do they call avatars?
Mhm.
Avatar that will buy the couches that I'm picking up. So I've been like leaning more towards like those like what's it called? Like they're like modern, but they're like in the 500 to 650 price range,
Mhm.
and they're all similar buyers. So I kind of have a rough idea of who my market is.
Perfect. Hey, Javier, I'm sorry I have to cut this off, but I have another meeting that I'm running late to.
Yeah, yeah.
But we can pick up this conversation later too. So
Okay, sounds
okay,
good.
cool.
I did have one more thing. I'll let you go, but can I ask it
Just text me.
next time?
Yeah, sure. Text me or
Okay,
schedule another time. Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
I'll
Bye bye.
check on the calendar then.
Cool.
All
Thanks.
right, thank you, Charles.